What's up everybody, I'm Jeremy from Weldtec Designs and welcome to our channel where we get crazy with vans, and that's exactly what we are about to do today. Behind me we have this awesome Nissan NV 3500 and this is brand new with 504 miles on it. And you can see with even such a new vehicle, this vehicle has been completely decked out. It has a front bumper, a rear bumper, it has a roof rack, and the rock sliders. Now that is all great, and if you have a Nissan NV, like, that's awesome. But the biggest problem that I see is, you see I got this handy dandy tape measure, is when I come down here, we're at like 6.5, 6 3/4 of ground clearance to the bottom of that step. Now, most likely, if you've done this much work to your Nissan NV, your whole point is you want to get off grid, you want to get away from everybody. But the biggest obstacle now is going to be your ground clearance. Well, luckily here at Weldtec Designs, we have a solution for that, and we're going to take this Nissan NV inside the shop, give it some Weldtec love. But before I do that, I also want to give you some before and after measurements in the wheel wells to show you just how low this is, so that you can also measure your Nissan NV at home. So we are coming in right at 35 inches to the front of this wheel well, and that is to the ground. And let's also just let you know, this is a 245/70/17. Let's run to the back of this and check out the measurement there. So coming in the back, we are going to be at 36.5 inches, which is just a little bit higher than the front. So that's all I have for now. At the end of this video, we're gonna walk you through it. We're gonna show you the front, the back bumpers, the roof rack, the inside. We'll show you everything that we did to it. So now it's just time to get busy and get to work. So here it is, guys. We are inside the shop now, and these are all of the components that we're gonna be putting in this Nissan NV, starting with this massive set of spindles. So this massive set of spindles right here is going to lift it 3 inches. And that is what we're gonna want. And those things are heavy. So you can see that those things are monstrous. The next thing that we're going to be doing to get the remaining 2 inches of lift out of there is we're going to be running the King coilover. What's really nice about this is it's also gonna have the remote reservoir as well as the mounting brackets that are going to come with it. Now in the back, we are going to do something even better. However, it's not getting installed on round 1. It will go in on round 2, but we are putting a set of matching King shocks in the rear of this Nissan NV with a set of blocks and U-bolts. We will be later on adding our custom springs. Well, I don't want to say custom springs, I can't say that. In round 2 of this build, we will be adding a set of progressive springs to the rear of this to really make this vehicle ride really nice. So that's going to be the next step, and you know how we love to finish it off on these builds is, let's go take a look over here. Here it is, guys. You know that you love our Method NV wheels. We're going to be putting a set of black Methods on this. So enough jibber jabbering, let's get all these parts on this van, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Here it is, guys. This thing is looking amazing. All the hard work is done. Now you just get to enjoy this awesome Nissan NV van. I mean, now this thing just looks like a beast. I love it. I'm gonna tell you, this could be my favorite van. I mean, this thing just drives so nice. It looks amazing. There's nothing negative about it other than the pure fact that Nissan has lost its mind and stopped making them due to the fact that they share the factory with the new Nissan Pathfinder, that's what Nissan's going for versus this. So anyways, let's take a look at what we did to the suspension on the front of this, the back of this. We're gonna take some measurements and we're gonna show you these awesome Avatar bumpers as well. So first of all, you guys wanna know a measurement? All right, let's just go for it. Dang, we're at 43 inches. This was 35 inches in the beginning, so we're a whole 8 inches bigger. Now, of course, that is going to be a lot to do with the tires as well, as this is a 35-inch tire running a 17-inch Method NV wheel. This thing looks awesome, and it is a 35, 12, 50. Oh, I'm sorry, 18. I lied to you. Told you it was a 17, and it is an 18. Now, how did we fit this tire in there, you might be asking? Well, if you saw the beginning of this, you already know, because I showed you what I was putting in it. Spindle, King coilover shock, looks awesome. I will tell you the one thing, that if you're gonna run this kit, what we did do is just pulled this little fender piece back just a little bit, and you can see just a little bit of trimming we did right here on the back side of this in order to get this to clear. Keeping in mind that this spindle also is going to make your track width just a little bit wider as well, about 3/4 of an inch. But I mean, this thing just looks rad now. Look at all this ground clearance. I know that was the big thing when we walked up to this earlier. We were just under 7 inches, and now we're about 14.5 inches. So we've now more than doubled the amount of ground clearance that this Nissan NV van has, which is always a plus, especially when you want to get to those places that, you know, no one else is at. So originally we were 36.5 inches in the rear, and now we're coming in, man, 43. This thing sits like perfectly level as far as the wheel wells is concerned. So now in the back of this, you are going to have two options in the back. In this one particular van right now, we are running a block. Later on, we will be adding our progressive leaf spring, so that it will just make the back passengers just fall asleep, because it's like just like a Cadillac back there. It's so comfortable. However, what you do have to notice is the awesome 2.0 King shocks that we put in the back as well, which who doesn't like Kings all the way around on their Nissan NV van? So let's talk about, now that I've talked about the lift, let's talk about some of the other things that are on this. This is all from Avatar Metalworks, and they are in Utah, where they did this awesome set of sliders that go on the side of this. And I'm not gonna call that a slider. I'm just gonna call it more of a step, as it does bolt into the body. I wouldn't really recommend using that for a slider. So you can see that they did this awesome roof rack up on top that's gonna cover almost the full length of the van, as well as a ladder that's gonna just simply bolt onto the door, which is going to be really nice. Now, I would say the one downfall of this bumper is that it doesn't have a tire swing or box mount, but you know, I will tell you, the majority of time when I had a box and tire on mine, I didn't use it. Mine was more of a family vehicle. So if it's a family vehicle, it maybe just kind of get in the way more, because, you know, when you do want to open it up, you have to open up the swing. So I think I like that about this bumper. I will tell you that I also like the lines in this. I think that they did a really good job of putting some really cool lines in this bumper. It's not just squared off like you will see a lot of the other bumpers. Now, one of the big things that I'm gonna say that I'm not like a super huge fan of is you definitely don't have a lot of cargo space. And even myself with the Transit, I had to remove the back row of seats just to be able to put the baby stroller in there. So that's kind of a downfall, you know, because I really don't want to lose a whole row of seats in my Nissan NV van, just because I already have less seating. So all pretty sweet components. And you know, this is what is really nice about this. Oh, we got to talk about the front bumper. These wheels just look amazing. I'm loving it. And then last but not least, guys, we walk up here, we're gonna have this big front bumper, and you can see there it is, Avatar Metalworks right here. Light bar in it, and then some driving lights down on the bottom. Another really cool bumper, some really nice lines in it that fit this Nissan NV really well. So big thumbs up. If you guys are looking for the plate style bumpers, I would definitely, we'll put a link down below. You can check those guys out over at Avatar Metalworks. But I think that's it. That's all I got. I mean, I want to go drive this thing. I just want to keep it. This thing has like 400 miles on it. It's brand new. So pretty rad. I would love to hear what you guys think. You know that we're having a ton of fun with these Nissan NVs. Yeah, let us know. Do you like the NVs? What do you got going on? What do you think of the bumpers? Give me your feedback. That's all I got. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and ramble on. See you guys later. You need a hat?